elections, parliamentary candidates, every constituency, omoko round, ekodasi, and a presidential candidate, so after every presidential election, from Ejukwahe this time to President Kufuor time to President Nana Akufo-Addo this time, omukodasi. In the 2024 election.
لا إبراهيم ولا آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. Holy, holy, holy is the name of the grand and the master architect of the universe. And mamu ajo, mamu akwaba, marase, se ofidi no dia to me radio 101.3 and Western Diamond TV. Abode nyankopon ya dom, the grand architect of the universe. Kanya no bia waye ne nioma de biam amennenso. Yeda so tiasia, yenti atinkaboni bia. He alone deserves our praise and he alone deserves our adoration. And Ray, you don't have pass be and the Ukwadan so midweek. As I attend the May 7th, 2025 in the year of our Lord. Exactly 10 minutes past the hour 4 on your screen, Western Diamond TV. Na sanya ye dwumadie no ye bedu o man Ghana ho nkomo na yape pumasibra papa bi any engineer papa bi and lasting solutions to some of the problems of this country. There are some problems a man made onimpa and abuapeyo ekwanso wo created that problem and I said those problems. So there are man-made problems. On my Ghana no ebinum asada ekreti edi atoso. And ni na no ejina amemmuo ya dane edi ma amanyo kofufro. Ya womu amuba onu sise wo man ni ye. And ya what the National Destroyers Congress womu so eba womu sanuama. Ya wani oba wo sise wo man ni ye. Poor policies. And she said, Papa, a boy on mine and mano. Ma a big crumb pot to me so timemuni eso. A big crumb to be so too cottonny eso. And some young son of my can say, poor policies are a boy on mine about the citizen of the country. To say me, to say who are we a gun and about people. I said, who throw a big crumb and I bet on many. Sir, asumdwemu anase enya asumdwemu me your member me a citizen of this country me Ghana card enye non-resident de ni bia nemom resident of this country. I'm a true citizen of this country. Enti me your omine ba anye what timemuni wono ofri ni memu na betre memu wodi ni dwa wo ba ne bra ye nuanom Nigeria fo Malifo Fulani fo wo mu na eye timemufo omu nya oman ne ma ye wo tukotene ni entokwa bi ensuoyire bi basabasa ye bi asi wonu kromu ana ma wode eho America tantam abehyo oman Ghana so it ono etukotene ni we refugee. So there are three kind of people ye no omu edili e oman Ghana mu ha na me ka say there are poor policies and no eboa me oman ba ne nya wote omanim ni tukotene ni na so ye wa maye kodu o won ba no ma be seni na eno nti ena Oman Mpuntuo dwumadie no se no nan ebo se ya na mani age se menua pani osikani frimpom ma so tenase eye adekro no se ron mpabua no so de mam so Okyeremaba ba tenemu mam nso eye adekro no ye be din komo and we stay true to power ye be ka no kra che Oman ma na Oman be hunu say yes baby amemmuo no ɛfa no say ye anase enye no ye na yetimu. Country broke or country no broke, we all we dey inside. Me da sipi enumrei me din de Okyeremaba AS Enchill, the radio PRO. My text messages and WhatsApp messages no and for 0248 07 1174 0248 07 1174 na yɛbɛgye brɛ na yɛakenkan ɛde ama wo ɛnɛ enumere yi ɛwɔ Oman Mpuntuo dwumadie so on Western Diamond TV Wontumi Radio 101.3 meda ase. Now MC a yɛmfiri dwumadie no ase na journalistically debi ameka kyerɛ sɛ sema no aduasa de ɛnim wɔ no from 4 to 4:30 journalistically nsɛmtwerɛ kwan soɔ no sɛnea yɛhunu nneɛma ɛne yɛbɛba paapaa mu yɛwawa mu abibi mu afifi mu awɔ mu deep akɔ deep akyerɛ mu nsɛm a wɔ mu no akyerɛ Ghanani. Now ɛnora code of conduct thank you so much Yaro ɔmampani wɔ unveil yɛsɛ ɛno ɛna wɔde ɛma na appointees na wei no bɛ ahyɛdeɛ a appointees no ɛbɛdi so ɛde ayɛ adwuma ɛnam tumi a ɔmampani apɔne kakra ɛde ama wɔn mo. Deɛ di kan ɔmampani ɛka kyerɛ wɔn sɛ ma appointees monkɔkɔ declare mo asset wɔn mo mfie ɔmampani, and we have 50 and even more appointees na wɔn mo declare wɔn asset. Ɔmampani bɛ remind wɔn mo so ɔmampani wɔn na appointing you but yɛn tiew nti wɔn mo declare. Ɔmampani ɛsɛ ɔman Ghana sika akɔyɛ nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ nhyia mu ka kyerɛ Ghanafoɔ sɛ ne appointees wɔn mo di n'ahyɛdeɛ soɔ no wɔn yi wɔn 3-month salary ɛkɔgu Ghana Trust Fund mu anaasɛ Ghana Medical Trust Fund Mahama Cares mu na wɔn mo up to ɛnnɛ wobɛbi wɔn declare wɔ asset bia no count yourself automatically dismissed. But on your screen the code of conduct ɔmampani John Dramani Mahama His Excellency wɔse na soafoɔ a wɔbɔ mu din ne CEOs ne deputy CEOs so far as you are an appointee of the president ɛsɛ who go by this code of conduct. Yɛforo soro MC Ameda say now yɛ emphasis ne bɛgyina nɔma bɛ mmiɛnsa na ɛnan bi so ne yɛde di nkɔmɔ ɛnɛ enumere yi. MC yɛforo soro na wohwɛ baby te sɛ ministerial conduct paragraph 11 ministerial conduct paragraph 11 page 11 wohwɛ code of conduct na 66 pages code of conduct no 66 pages ya sɛ ɔman sika nso asa kɔ tintim nkrata sɛ asoafoɔ ne appointees no ɛmfa nyɛ adwuma na mmom deɛ di kan kora no ɔman respect ɔmampani nanso yɛ the code of conduct ɛde aba mese nsɛm bom bebrebe ɛnɛ yɛto yɛ boas clearly na yɛ analyze the code of conduct no ne yɛbisa yɛn ho sɛ bi mpredua sɛ wei no ɛyɛ afterthought anaasɛ ɛyɛ adeɛ bi a ɛbɛbɛboa wɔ man no. Now ministerial conduct mebakye yɛntumi kenkan ni na nti wɔasofo ani fafa mu ebia wonya akwanya nya bi ankenkan yɛ. The minister is held to the higher standards of conduct in his or her actions, including those directly related to his or her functions. Hence, the minister must 1 or A, seek to advance the common good of the communities he or she serves in recognition that public office involves public trust. B, ensure that his or her official position of or official power is not used improperly to his or her personal advantage. C, ensure that any conflict between his or her personal interest and public interest is resolved in favor of the public interest. D, act honestly and in a manner that maintains government integrity, objectivity, and impartiality. E, perform his or her duties and manage his or her personal affairs in a manner that can stand the closest public scrutiny. F, protect the integrity of the decision-making process of government by placing on record any personal interest that might influence or be seen to influence his or her decision making process. Edoso no, edoso pa. You can see the chira and then your 30 minutes no ebeko near the code of conduct no. Now, MCF for me go page 28. Page 28. Na yensu be FM3 page 28 mu paragraph 1512. Ekasafa achadie ehu page 28 paragraph 1512. Ekasafa achadie ehu. Thank you so much MCR. Now yensu be efa gift ho. And on the one of my perimeter chair say you better no 2 SUVs. Now because of the code of conduct on one kasa ana asset the man appointees in tea. Will live by example. As I say, leadership by example. And we will donate 2 SUVs nanra through the government spokesperson, Minister of Government Communication, President's spokesperson. You're a fellow squatcho fosu, and will donate 2 SUVs. You know, at the Emma, the Chief of Staff, you're a Julius Debra. Video no every pemu, you better really video no. Now, must to me a heavy. And no boy, our video so now. I tell you who come on any code of conduct on my penny was say what they baby in juma. 1. To avoid the creation or appearance of an obligation, gifts in cash or in kind are not to be solicited or accepted from commercial enterprises or any other organizations. An exception to this rule is the acceptance of a gift presented during an official visit to an institution. The exchange of gifts during official government visits is an acceptable practice, and refusing such a gift may cause offense. Such gifts are considered tokens of the office rather than personal endorsements for the minister. A. The minister must submit any gifts received in Ghana or from overseas to the secretary to cabinet for appropriate display. And it is here they are telling them as minister. So my mu anase obi na different kosi bro ni krom ana baby foforo de bere wo no. Fokoma a year cabinet secretary na wo mo fan che Ghana main na say atade a minister ye de bere wunie. Nti ye bere wo sebe boxer short to kra no a fabra na ye fan kire omanpani asamo a wo se na so afo endi so nie. B. When the minister wishes to retain gifts received, he may do so only if the estimated value does not exceed 20,000 Ghana cedis. It is obi ba minister na de omanpani say se ade ne buo no amburu 20,000 Ghana cedis ya won keep. Then when say eburu dia won fambra secretary to the cabinet na won display properly. When the estimated value of the gift is more than 20,000, the minister may retain the gift during office but must declare it to cabinet in the interest of transparency. D. Upon leaving office, the minister must relinquish to cabinet any gift estimated to be worth of over 20,000 Ghana cedis unless the minister obtains the express permission of the president to retain it. Into a man peninsula who can so between a minister and say, oh, where the fa. About to 29, young also, and the any brand to me church remu, but near me cannibal free was so for co. Sabe, I didn't know Muna Fabric Casemu. Into page 29, paragraph 1513. Wakasafa hamper. Say obi ebia Christmas mu and our birthday and any other occasion. Now why hamper edi abrewono. Now ministers must not use government funds to purchase gifts. Sanya aban bi pension aban we ya pension dey kan. Yes sir institution bi sika. Ekoya hampers bebrebe si e chade ama eye adwumafo ni ebinom ewo outside no. Yama Penny John Dramani Mahama say minister bia manimfa oman sika amfa anya hamper say achede wode kwa kwache whether during festive occasions or at other times unless the gifts are for selected members of their staff in reward of excellence exhibited in a workplace or as an end of service benefit. For the avoidance of doubt, government funds include internally generated funds. We also enter Konkoda and we Yaman Penny say we a minister w'adwumayɛfoɔ no deɛ wobɛtumi ayɛ hampa deɛ ama wɔ mo nanso so no ɛnkɔyɛ hampa mfa nkyekyɛ na mmom nea woyɛ de abɔ w'adwumayɛfoɔ aba soɔ no deɛ ɔsɛ ɔma wo kwan deɛ mekyerɛkyerɛ mu nyinaa no mewɔ nsɛmbisa bi akyirɛ yi ɛnti a mekyerɛkyerɛ mu yi. Now page 30 paragraph 1.6 paragraph 1.6 1.6 declaration of assets and liabilities. Now yɛmfa no ɛmfa wie page 30 declaration of assets and liabilities. Now article 286 of the 1992 constitution requires the minister to submit to the auditor general a written declaration of all property or assets owned and liabilities owned by the minister directly or indirectly prior to taking office at the end of every 4-year term of the government and upon conclusion of minister's term of office. And one list asset I also to me declare one asase adan any efie enfuo farms and concessions ebia wo asase bia utifumegudi anasa we any other staff also trust or family property in respect of which the officer has a beneficial interest, vehicles, plants, machinery, fishing boat, trawlers, any generating plant, business interests, securities, bank balance, bonds, and treasury bills, jewelry of the value of 5 million Ghana cedis or above. Into no a good year, a sumbo 5 million Ghana cedis, ana neabosa erade. Objects or art of value of 5 million Ghana cedis or above, life and other insurance policies, and any other properties specified on the declaration form. Ebusia, yefu we krampo enfan konkon ho. Na Oman Penny person what say. Esan say with this code of conduct me dem hunu say eye ade bi asabe. Say yanse Oman Ghana sika krampo entintim ankra tampo a we asabe a rational human being as a Ghanaian, as a citizen of this country, point to this portfolio, yama this a position, nasa sabe, yentintimu kra tampa masa shano so, na fedi a ya position na, as a wa as nimpa, as a human being, I would change as abe, would if for one among quine, not would they asanka nutia, na one among quino, oh, say. Oh, baby, do my Ghana di baby no sabe. You want your baby or what? And what's a woman at a baby? Now we live an exemplary life. You have to live an exemplary life. Into way a waste of money, waste of shit, waste of resources. Meanwhile, at the end of the day, sa and she say anything to me and conquer any purpose. I tell you, Nayatin Timuya 66 pages, no, and conquer any purpose. A book long. Ya tre and yes 30 paragraph this, paragraph that, page this, page that. Woman and number of echo tree echo to echo bramaina. Brofo echo tree etu bata echo bramaina. Woman and nim into mato mobua set in Timun Crata, Sabia omu yebri biama, at the bone was a swamp for by or my appointees home by at the end of the day, and you did any positive results bia. Because ya were Enfantua, ye betumi gina so akacho mampeni se atade ayana ono ba bemu a enkrofo bi be chano no ayana wotenase bisa no ho se adenti ana samenkwa me ba bemu a ayana atade no ebasa wonma hu se akwan da ho ndisi ba bemu a akwan eda ho wunya atade no a ne mo contract wunya contract na wo te wo ka contract na wunya yenwa opa yeni bia shoddy works bia they would appreciate it all because at the end of the day obaba boy abasuna wa diase with ebia Ford Expedition and I say SUVs this a year presidential cars ibi obaba diase and until John Dramani Mahama's Excellency and the NDC omo ba mu bia no a ya cha omo ade titro mampeni entino gift once me kan your mampeni na ko say we rejected this gift because 2 SUVs. Yes, Oman Penny, you can purchase it. This state, Ghana, can purchase it for you. And a share Oman Penny use one, 777 prediasa. And yeah, the baby Oman Penny and from ni akasa no nti yɛpɛ SUVs ade ama no ɛno no ɔman ne tumi ntɔ na mmom no ankrankran bi ɛna de bɛkyɛ ɔmampanin sabe yɛnyini bebrebe ba so yɛnsa adeɛ bi wɔ hɔ a ɛba sabe utumu no sɛ nea ɛbɛ yi ekyire deɛ bɛkɔkɔ wie nie na yɛmfa video no a ɔmampanin wo donate 2 SUVs no yɛmfa ntoto so nti am sɛ moatumi aflashe to so ɛnora ɛna wɔn donate ma state ni sɛ these are the 2 SUVs a yɛde bɛkyɛ ɔmampanin na yɛpɛ campaign korɔ yɛpɛ individual korɔ yɛpɛ philanthropist korɔ a wo donate car ne de ma ɔmampanin na yɛtumi akɔakɔyɛ ne background checks ama ɔkyerɛ bi sɛ yɛte sɛ osimesia na so ɔpɛnti bi a wɔde akyɛdeɛ bi bɛkyɛ ɔmampanin campaign yi a wɔde akyɛdeɛ bɛkyɛ ɔmampanin wɔnya math watery contractor wɔnya agiusi contractor Ghana for elpo NDC abɛnyakyi a ne elpo ne yie ne aka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ it happened in 2016 during the first term of our president John Dramani Mahama 2013 14 15 16 Burkina Bay ɛbɛtɛn the fourth expedition ewie kyerɛ no na akɔyɛ nsɛm bebrebe ɛwɔ man mu kale da TV so ɛda kyerɛ sɛ ɔman no ntumi ntɔ ɛfa mo ɔmampanin ɛna ɔmampanin sɛbe yɛ baabi wadura yi ɔtumfoɔ sɛ tutu na kakyɛ na nado na kwakufoɔ ado nana baabi wadura yi wohia sika mfa nyɛ hwee deɛ wohia ɛnyi nkyɛre deɛ wohia ɛne wo din a wobɛgyeɛ na sɛbe mpredua sɛ mpanin se ɔtwe na nkasa wɔdi nan wɔ kwayam na ɔpra ne ntuo nyi nkyɛre na so wɔpre ɔtwe ɔbɔfoɔ bɛhyia no abɔ no tuo nti ɔno ɔbaa bɛdi ndan wɔ kwayam na ɔpra ne ntuo sɛ mpɛ sɛ ma ne ntuo yɛ kɛseɛ yɛbɛku pre yi nkyɛre pre din sansa sɛbe mpredua sɛ se ɛdimpa wɔ yi ɛyɛ se ahonya ɛdimpa wɔ yi ɛyɛ se ahonya but adeɛ baako a ɛnda yi the descending Ghanaians Ghanafoɔ sɛbe wɔn twɛn akɔ akyire ayɛ mana yɛ me fɛ na m'ani agye ɛne sɛ Madam Mary Awilana Ada wɔyɛ the executive secretary and also the executive director ɛma Ghana Integrity Initiative GII. Yes, wahwɛ ɔmampanin anim straight forward aka kyerɛ sɛ ɔmampanin yi wɔn appointees na wɔayɛ code of conduct ɛde ma wɔn no sɛbe wososɔ mo so wososɔ wɔn appointees no so and sɛbe woyɛ ɔmampanin you have the discretionary powers so obetumi aka kyerɛ ne sɛ hey meka kyerɛ wo masan si so biem now masaka wo but wɔsɛ nya ho asa akɔ launch code of conduct ama wɔn up to ɛnnɛ so when declare asset no automatically count yourself being dismissed as wasosɔ mo so too much wo dia wada ɔmampanin dia wada saa andɛ yi akwan sɛ mpanifo wei so ne adwuma ko wei aba mu bia wɔn ka deɛ wɔn akyerɛ ɔmampanin sɛ you've been too lenient with your appointees ɔmampanin you've been too lenient as what go ho am appointees no dodo jebiribi meyɛwunu sampa wobɛsake wɔ mo nnɛ meyɛwunu sɛ ɔmampanin you walk your talk mepatwɛ sɛ saa video no ready a momfa nto so ɛmfama me Madam Mary Awilana Ada na asɛm wɔka yɛ
ananka ɛsɛ sɛ ɔka sɛ they should do it immediately because for what the constitution says is immediate nti yɛnyɛ deɛ nka yɛhwehwɛ sɛ president before what the nipa no ne krata bɛhyɛ ne nsɛm kura so nkɔyɛ adwuma sɛ kɔna kɔgye na fabra na ansa na mede o adwumadi ahyɛ wo sankintinke yɛyɛ ne saa kora deɛ anka asɛm bia ɛnni hɔ na mmom it is a good thing sɛ ɔka he na wohwɛ ne ɛsi yɛn so a na kyerɛ sɛ nipa a yɛ mampanyi ɛde adwuma hyɛ wɔn nsa no bebree na wendi so na kyerɛ sɛ number 1 wanfa obu ama no wanfa obu ama yɛmra pon ɛna wanfa obu nso ama Ghana for because yɛ na yɛde tumi ahyɛ president nsa nti anko yi ti sɛ yɛyɛ binom nko ade a nipa ɔpɛ no wobɛyɛ adwuma na wapa wo sɛ boa no na ontumi ndi na adwuma na wahyɛ wo sɛ kɔyɛ biribi na wanyɛ deɛ na kyerɛ sɛ saa nipa no kɛwɔ sɛ president onya akukuduro na ɔka kyerɛ ɔm sɛ ɔmu nkɔfie sɛ wokɔtena fie a ɛno no bɛboa ɛnyɛ too harsh at all. Say President what to me, yes, the constitution gives him discretionary powers. Or no na offer, or no slow bit major or museko. And on that issue, no, near Adrian, no, but enkechi, Chesa wa can pay so say Echna echo see a dan
video be saying near the neighbor mama. Stumble when you say, Nanu ya, now go for by you, a yamu jejeleje. No, just 3 minutes. Now, me come already see. Evelyn Aqua. Ni dia sa da kem no. Na me friend no skin pain. O feature ma me se gua no no. Ha. Intino in 3 minutes time no. Me kono wona ye di nkomo intino. Openi Bakwa, Director of Policy Engagement and Partnership at Center for Democratic Development. CDD. Yera kojo pumpuni. Ana wakacho mampeni sa mampeni. Ka no krampo no. Na hu nya se obeji we anya me na mesie emsi amofan to so ne emfa san komo we emfansi na 120 days social contract no yendi won komo just some 2 minutes na emfansi ndi for yewra kojo pumpuni asema o kan no fa to so se kan na o mampani ati ye no ase ye ni ade a ye hu sa kan ne bi da no na hu nya mpeso mampani obeji sa kan no ndi se no so o wa emsi afo na modi ato so e de ama me na ganafo ahwe bi e wo TV no so se o chema me tie yi maka me side of it. But penifo bi muso wa womunim de o maso fom o manida fom a womunim de ekoso o manga na mu ha so man peni hu yampo se nka obeje kan na waka se later kra no me donate ka wo se ka reject kan no so you don't accept then donate you reject and I was screen this no Dr. Asante criticizes Mahama over gifted cars and they are any assembly and ever san komo infensi na afei 2 minutes aka no me fendi san komo na mama segua enwura mu bi now 120 days social contract and that and end were you impressed ni man peni aya why ya ni 120 days no are you okay who you okay there was infasuo bi ana a direct benefit on yen on my no 120 days social contract no our direct benefit bi ana ebeboa yen okay emsa mo fa 120 days social contract ni bi no mo fa toto so ni ade a na Ghana for enhwomani so ade yes obi ka se wanye bi but there is difference between launching a project or a program or a policy and there is difference between the implementation of it executing it into no enya sebe anuhunu keke aye de ko emmasre no bia mpanisi afa no hunu fa nko emmasre enti no enya no hunu bi ana wo de don were bi wo wunti obeka so ma launch there's difference between launching and implementing it now 120 days social contract and the whole screen is no bebebe enti yaro MCR wo me say na esesa fiweni na hwem se ne wakan no waye ni na se wontumi anyeye now Oman Penny and in the NDC Abambontin so I listed the number of 120 days social contract whole screen is no the one to me aye yet to be fulfilled any ongoing effort one more put in place into no the Oman fulfilling ongoing efforts and are yet to be fulfilled and also MC at the screen so now what shall say ampa so Oman Penny why you be 120 days imu na into first one in here other notable fulfilled promises include 1 the launch of 1 million coders program to build digital skills among youth wa launch it say ebeye yie say ebe wie no and the enimu asem rollout of Mahama Care social protection framework say ebe wie enimu asem ba launch it introduction of a Jumera program to promote job creation launch say be free tertiary education for persons with disability apota mwe ambem apota mwe eno ambemu ene bo ho no but we say other notable fulfilled promises include and what is a free tertiary education for persons with disabilities Oman Penny one year sabi what did them Oman Penny say go school free tertiary no be ka kire me waka ho asem dada but one year free sanitary pad initiative for school girls and Oman Penny and auto pad ni say netball na okuta no way pad no ano me kai pa na Thursday ewo Mamprobi Accra Black Star Experience blah 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 send money for the Women's Development Bank 51.3 million and was say or the Women's Development Bank of which enye microfinance and enye savings and loans or say a bank but 51.3 no enye microfinance for one more paid up capital but the TA sabe and no mebu akasa o kan wase bebreba they are in government it will come pa on pa no beti on pa muntie now established as Rated Export Development Council and run on 18 member committee so mon konkoye Accelerated Export Development Council and 18 member committee probing the accommodations spillage which affected thousands and on the tell hey MCA say maybe we move on to yet to be fulfilled was saying near akaso between fulfill the 120 days need there abana we ye and so e bia kam as of fulfill and also and our screen so abana need to meet me bosso then the last one ongoing effort when we put in place when you must say on my year my first one now my boss when him it's the compensation for victims of Akosomo flood with funding already allocated in the national budget it's almost so much for to be the share budget in him akomobosi kenim it's no matter some local koma one more Akosomo nsuo no etwifa wo mo so no we ye wa ha obeton wa asem mayim investigate into the matter of investigative journalist Ahmed Swale which is currently ongoing tano so ho asem ena wa ha na ne kwakwa mo pani ba ko bi en wo de ahwe so ne na me di wie enne me submission no opani no wo engineer and policy analyst Okyeremaba dede one also aka asem bi wo say 26 promises Oman pani aka ye e won 120 days social contract ni mu no ni asabe mfaso wo so ni asabe ewo mu ni asabe ebebu Omamuni na no endru enkrumpo na asabe enkrumpo no still na no asam ewo ho bobo Women Development Bank no so wase ewo banks bebrebe ewo mamu a atete apansam Omampeni pa pejam na ja Women Development Bank na mbo man bia ewo kwan bia so Tree for Life enim ana waka COVID-19 no so na yase ni ode ahwede ba afie no ene ne wɔwe ahwede no me ba twa hwan na de wansan ba afie empani ba bi wo mbu a me ntiase ena me ngintum yase ni ode ahwede ba afie on na de wansan ba afie no me da ahwede ba afie ahwede gu no ba bia edua e wansan ba de aba so me ba mpo a wo man dodo sani oba sani ahwede no awe ahwede no wonu mom na be kreti wansan bebrebe enti me de COVID levy aba ma implement eye adwuma me fra ba mu se oba a obeye firi wo wa ba be to so gi COVID ni musika nti ukra na wo wi ahwede no ma wasana no bebrebe me na asepi yen fa we emfa ensi yadwudwam na we journalistically yen yete asam na sefa na ye ka kire wo Mami Segua we communications team member the opposition New Patriotic Party wono eye hihye to come back into power yame ya aduma 2028 and beyond. Media mojidi wo mu paase nyoma yeye no se kekase ni yeye a 2028 de and beyond. And maka edi ato wo se mufan sembe bi enshonka. Dr. Alhad Mahmoud Baumia will be the candidate wono and the breaki 8 no edi ama the NPP market on the wall me da say. Let me say good evening.
Good evening Okyeremaba.
Oh yeah.
Okyeremaba obo ade adaroma. Ye hu ye papa. Na hope da also hu ye.
Oh, ye push.
Yo no Okyeremaba. Ma memfa akwanje edo. Na minchi ankrofo ekuru
101.3.
Oye mam papa Dr. Kobna Ocheda Kumensa. Mete ne ka acher papa daddy. Eyimbre michia. Ina nunu akuma. Ne brother, ne right hand man. Oye lawyer. Ya oboama. Honorable, mete won ka acher. Na minchi ame papa. Me ame brother nso. Oye Chema Basti. Okay. Na minchi region yimu executives a wo mu yina na Takoradi constituency. MPP fu yina so michia wan papa.
Nice one.
Na Okyeremaba meka ne dem wi mama ka meza to some of the table drink na ne de mpanyinfo bu baby de empty vessel
make the most noise.
Make the most noise. And this if we phobia one massa. Would the day pa. Mats now may stay the one and no to na one is the yaman when there were your nimpebia. What pedida ye pa. Now all but the young Casimir who did the non toning pasuma. As some na yellow cano, so ya leto, so ya bazo. Oh no, wow, bomu degree, why do you masters? Ankasa. Now in some my abu body, you know, your chamaba.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, John Dramani Mahama. In fact, say be some day, ne first 120 days, you know. Min rating now. In fact, I'm 1 to 10.
Bebaso. I'm so that's a ukwe and I open them.
In fact, it's a miracle called Ghana.
Yeah, go swear.
And I can't think madness.
Okay.
Ewa, that mean in summer or that to 2 no today, and in summer back a catch Ghana for them women's and power bank. Yeah, I miss a West Salamoko bank, them record loan. Yanira Mahama, ne bank will be the one from Shemis for your bedroom. Look what I'm recording loan. I bet she made you my loan. I'm more to my says at least the 50 pesos.
Wow.
Since Sala Menoka say, or Chamama Sasha, what I cry
40 pesos, 50 pesos.
My bag and I'll cry
10 cities.
Into them the 50 pesos or your capital. Or Chamaba.
Yeah. Papa
wait that die, but say a kutupa. There were a bad now was a Adibi and Jumbi or I would try was a pay or the Asampa Nabo. Asampa Nabo. 24-hour economy. Ochama basisi ala menyo ka se yehwa. Fa takwa na fa basino kwaman kasim. Billboard NDC fu osisi ya wa cho the 24 hours economy ni na we pulling it down.
Aden.
Dentia. Because Bosha na Yenura John Dramani Mahama Shanya na odrum bibi ye bisa wana was imbebun boy yan njata. Ye ba ye 24-hour discotheque. Yaba ma shower full licenses ni nyina aka ho bio sisi ala menyo le kase light mpo a yedi begia ndo ma cost of mpo wanya bi waza ya adwuma membebu no wanya score de chi ngoka no nam ni nyina ala resese choba fulusu because wakoto nam no cost wa na wabo ho na waziri ya nkwa na wendi bebo wo na nkwa na ide na wa sei because light ni njina do. And so what can kade even po agri sector no ba ma light na eja no ma wana wo ye ekwadwuma no when your light na watu was aye ekwadwuma no fa
sure
ye nyina ye bo se wo ho da minza mani nyina da wo da ahye carpet ase sisi ala menu ta ha ye le kase ya oya nye ni ra ofoso ampofo milibe ya na milite one of your sister station interview bi na all grant since I mean the office of the presidency was advertisement agency one wa advert yeni president since I am brand ambassador for a certain company can na was be channel na nasenin
oh okay
was a card of the bread and don't use no fine advert in madam company na yenura Dr. Mahmoud Bawomiempo okofa electric cars buy impono onumpo wada na ye brand ambassador president brana bezibana tutunzama ye na mbebu ne yenye adwuma yenye brana botutunzama ye na oman no nkonanim brana botutunzama ye na abanda down na okono project or start akasa na wenwie no brana botu no na mbebu no sunye adwuma ye no awuza ye no the salary baba ye advert zama car certain company
yeah
and this if one should be you Yenura John Dramani Mahama can send be breche anya ni gensis ni de. In fact, first time no buy no or ye big mistake. Na ba orebe wo man chance no ba oba rectify mistakes a wa ye ni nyina na wa hye nzama na ozega na akonanyim. Ono na ye hu ya.
Mama say go easy. MC sorry say my cattle. MC for mofa car no entos my na hwade na. Mama say go also my nchiremu bi yemfa ya adwen fa nkoso na yenhwe se kan wo brand name bi because the entire makers ye be ban the code of conduct no so because page 35 paragraph 1.9 wakasafa product endorsement ho no wakase no minister shall endorse any product or service on television or other media except when appearing in party political advertisement or in a political public serving type advertisement or announcement. Example, promoting water and safety. And you know, can also me nim ka mumu dia, but one more mushe TV person munu sam pass ebia a company B, and clearly a company business
a company a for some powerful or a speaker for about the communication communication for the president.
Yes,
remember now I was listening because minya won't to me network no
radio no
I will market one I have no choice the métier the station and he was being interviewed. The company is a car by there on try no she no advert one.
Because any car be no company be na but I'm better company name no car no SUVs no mood heavy on
try no share na minim the son and the Ghana man paying to me or colo to the extent there what your brand ambassador there or your advert in my certain company. Come on, we should set up Ghana what you call your name. Baby ma oye na nado dan kwa kufuado no oye Dr. Mahmoud Bawo miezi Ghana kodru you be expect more from you Ranyo Dramani Mahama because this is not the first time waba your president waba your vice president and he is the only person first time in the history of Ghana why a president awatu no do first time na obedi no 4 years no nya 5 good months come we expect more from him. Onye da me time in oba ye tomato, me da me time in oba ye dede. Awa akwa for code of conduct zaba. Dem kwa full state one asset nazi. E de nzama ahyehyem da mo wanje achede mfi beebiara. But you are the only president ami as a Gen Z kakra mesua no mehu ne de. Abribiala beba abemu no nkofo chawaze. Abribiala ye John Dramani Mahama banu. Nkofo chanaze dentia.
Let's stick to discussion where we are baby and also kind of discussions you know yeah sure want to do social contract you know and this for describing it as a proactive approach to governance just say abanya neni ehwe konkan na ohwe ne eba na osia no kwan wo ye bebi fa ho ansade nkra no embakra so you can be a proactive just say wo ye ntam woni ma bi wonim de ekoso what you say
Okyeremaba NDC funewa this time no muhu on there what different planet one ti Ghana hade into wakasa one who vision na one who na say today small little baby na wore shaze no but anya yet Ghana ha no na yehu the reality in fact ye no John Dramani Mahama reba no Okyeremaba o she Ghana football there Ekufuado na Dr. Mahmoud Bawo be na MPP aba wa manzema ma ayezina ama ordinary Ghanaians ema komi keken mpo yentum na yento yenzi and oleba na wa bateto nzamado ema nzama ya fofofo ma Ghana ordinary Ghanaian ne first 120 days no ordinary Ghanaians na bra ne wan yenda na wan han no Okyeremaba menulu kase yenwa kwa market ya kase wi asifom na kwa market se market oben wo ha ya sifom na fo wani wa kwa hwaze tomatoes enkokura bia ni days small onya akasi o yen ketingite bia ni 20 Ghana cedis segua on the tin tomatoes and so pedo ye stiwa na chede oda meto tomatoes by 200 cedis ansa na metu maye gravy na me ne small girl yezi on ne amembu a awon na NDC fo wa describe na asabade no they should give us a break na wonye adwuma no tede the way I was share Ghana football the wall baba ye adwuma no madwuma no ye wall ban one first 120 days na wo share yen bo no wakade obako galamse hwe enyim na interview na wore ye papa no okade dem jot bo for ya wo recruit one answer yan sana ya za wore kopam galamse yes no na mom they were employed to spy.
No yes parent no bibi na ma frɛ
no ma frɛ
but obwa
waste of money causing financial loss to the state ska over there edi ejuma edi bua schools jananido you promise Ghanaians the ebetua university first year students ebetua one fees is am on free me no look say we baka kira wo for there one kasa won tua and when the time comes they should give them few time na we be able to scan back and me no look say ya mo fa ka come we do level 200 scan we refund back to the parents and you know one kadamen some as if the yen Ghana had day we are feeling the heat mo record na membu na wolu bu anya na yerete de ende be kofie no na light ni ho ebe bedwum na light ni ho nti anya na ye ordinary Ghanaians how can we feed na wana wo depend on us no so ye tum no ya mo bibi ma wezi because enya light mfa nya adwuma na enya bi po na adem Okyeremaba wo ma yenka no kwal mfa ma ye no ho de ebosha na NDC for de hyen ye no onye ono ne dede ya wori ye yo ene de ya na American bi wo Ghana today.
Okay.
Yane energy minister abe make a comment be there. We may solve the doomsday in December. We may solve the doomsday in December. Okyeremaba obi kadama asami cho there. Ye bia ye botum ya so doomsday na no December. Na nipa na pasa na opedo akachiro. The first 120 days now all list the means amatentin all listen ya no the ministers no you within 14 days no abad na worry last minister of press conference na wabata no olusu kire yen. So what I will say is say John Dramani Mahama na ne ndi saba we fail Ghanaians and the Gen Z totally in some work hye ni nyina no we deviate we deviate all in the name that war pentam na why den na we buma no but amembu de se be buma na akwani ma made the minim ne say epede di dom dudu anima all that to base na hye nzama ehwe nzama nimpa nkrofo dom no dudu na wohia because in painful so wo yezia ohia asa na wa yeza oyeda ne ofata but ono no wa start all yeza ofata because mori ye nyina na appointing ministers and only ye djuma at the end of the day no our own taxpayers paying money no na di tua won ka
now we appointing ministers within 14 days and anya odan asa so we appoint one mo ye djuma
system ministers na okada oba appoint one no me no look say wabro wabu system no system I think last year me checking then it was around 71 or 69 or so
omuna ministers and deputies
no.
Well, me check it, but me not sure to say.
The last time when I was come, I was doing all the checking.
Okay.
Now, me say interview na me checking so come.
Okay.
Ewa, it's no esikana Elbanes this our member na ye konko wa ye tan. But Brenna bought shot now I was decision ye you know. Rather than the miska na dey tua wo party focal. The miska no ya appoint a sake ya na afọ party na de na ahye na double salad na ze ama no. Into my can the onyeza onyani. Ghanaians are suffering. He should keep to his promise.
Okay.
In some okay catch na no onye na yare hwe 120 days na all the man there obey a day no. After all them women's empowerment bank your card or baby. Ye hu so even though I launch program but ye hu ne far by. You can't even point one bank there. The bank in or your women's empowerment bank da ye nura John Dramani Mahama or the aban nti betuma akona akoye wo enquiry si bia pay.
Nice one.
24-hour economy why you? A COVID levy. Nkofu we so much noise about it. Honestly, yantewo hwe. That means that our kada kufadro COVID etwom no no na aba no wolizi COVID ho mfaso no sana na oya wodo there awuso baba na aba de na ebe di bi nta aya na Ghana fo no woni aye krokoda John oya da me bia hey
very well nti mama say go rating the president's 120 days social contract no enra me ne eye digital asia o kaso no beba na 3.5/10
mama na 3/10
oh okay Oman 3
yeah mama na 3/10 time or the appointing new ministers it was on point at asia
okay
and then yami aduma okada oba batete zamado me no look say time or paying all bana na dollar nam 14 ekufa do lokoda na dollar nam 14 cedis some few coins no now rice was around 100 cedis ebi na bo yaze kwa 120 and then Okyeremaba me no look say emo amimidi ekoye 190 cedis 5 kg
hey
within this 120 days so
I don't know na me see me go for supermarket me go here me say hey any me Thomas supermarket
190
but could be the least among them all is 90 Ghana cedis
miss 190
the least and crown a pole
It's no ni assessment. I'm the academic famana. Mama 3/10.
Okay.
That means that there are more rooms, plenty rooms for him to improve upon his work.
Okay.
Now the ministers no so away na. Also now no that for what na I don't know. I said one year no, but I wanted to say something about it.
Now on this same discussion, Owura Yewura Kojo Pumpuni, our Director of Policy Engagement and Partnership. That's more kind, you know, say. Okay, so on only the no Kasafa Mama say no was a quarter, but where Yewura Dede, Michael Kosi Dede, where you engineer and policy analyst. What can be? Now I was trying to fish it out. I found me say, if you say you will appoint your ministers in a short time, really, what is the value to us? And also appoint two ministers in shortest time. And on first Robin or what's my at the end of the day, yes, what I remember was like assembly. I say you have been given a mandate to run a country, so there are things you need to do. It's your company. Some appointing ministers in there no there. Yes, I don't think it is of any value. You may so this is the Women's Development Bank. He also criticized the proposal for a Women's Development Bank, arguing that the existing financial institutions could better address the issue of women's access to loans without the need for a specialized bank. I don't think it is of any value. Sabi. And the last one was Tree for Life. And also me power hana me de amount. Okay, so that is Tree for Life. Social initiatives like the Tree for Life and Blue Water programs. Blue Water now I say one more lunch some go share institution. From Belly. Blue Water programs have been launched for reforestation and water resource management. While the no fee stress initiative aims to reduce financial pressures on parents with children in basic schools. Intino, wakwa launch Tree for Life, any belly way. Wabra was say first year student, our tertiary institutions and bandiano, ubetiamos went ya. People living with disability. Also, can say university free. That one to nil. So I even put 3% in the crown. My ade, mama nibi. No, they can remember.
Oh, that
minus 10/10. What they make a 10? I'm not metia. Minus 10/10.
Yeah. I was expecting much from you, John Dramani Mahama. I respect him a lot because Oyobia in Ghana, we're making history in Ghana politics.
Okay.
Considering all the presidents are where Chomuko Nazano. Me when there on the history no are different from all the presidents in the Fourth Republic of Ghana.
Okay.
Because Ashana, he was the first vice president here. Sitting president. Ofim wa bra na onwe any terms. Now was sweared in, and that was the first time I experienced sitting president. Sabi outside away than away from. Now was sweared in the vice president. And after no, or sounds we the day, or could be Magana for 2 about what the man.
Humo braba and a tomano.
Emma by your president.
Okay.
On in Chomunkono, Ghana for sign Tutiano, more by your past ex-president.
Okay.
After 8 years, Ghana for Samsung won't be no. We should give him another chance. It has never happened in the history of Ghana. And a Ghana for man another chance there. Also, by your president, so I was expecting there. By now, when they say, Anka Ghana yanam go the door.
Okay, I'm going to face mommy.
Anka Ghana yanama, Ewa, yamima yen shoulders. To them, I could for Ghana for car there. On to no your president because or your short man. What can some be fun when this man came, the first or shabono or be introduced free secondary education. And by this September, by this time, one day, Obia reason why dance there. free secondary education no olokodo but how the ebeka chene ebetua first tertiary students no eba university na awofo no ntua na later na bury found the money back to them yeah so meanwhile you have launched it.
All right, Martin, I'm saying go say exactly 5 3 maybe the end about 5 pepe. Mr. Ahmed Subin Hill Compound, Mr. Host, any elected flag bearer of the NPP, be Dr. Mahmoud Baumia or Brana Champon, should appoint Justice Tokonu as his running mate just to reduce the pain and agony. It is only PNDC and the NDC who has record of killing and suspending chief justices from 1982 to now. But we should blame ourselves for always voting for the NDC to come and display their diabolical agenda against us as a people. Into another the Abba Ahmed and I want to do way the Abba. We see Minjai a year Niame Yeno. You also mate into also Coswana Tia Wood why. Hi, Radio PR. After Mahama administration, most of his appointees will go to jail. Mark my word. My name is John from Laura. And John, thank you so much. Saint Okushambu, Edifikojo Kromis Karaketen. Good evening, Radio PR. 24 hours economy, which was the main reason why most Ghanaians voted for the NDC, has become 419. President Mahama has really disappointed the youth and the women and I believe Ghanaians will punish the NDC come 2028. Best regards to Honorable Catherine Ablema Afeku, the next NPP Women's Organizer, National Organizer, and a year Chairman Otis Kobina, and Mr. Collins, Sir, in Toronto, there were day Abeni. Yantuaso, na yankuyenim. Now, as a declaration, akwa ye kasa bebiri wukrum, and code of conduct here me bo bosuye na as a declaration ewo mu. Oman Mpeni as a wodwane from one kasa code of conduct a wahye no. But baby am gina sesia no Ghana Integrity Initiative for o matena se hunu se no Oman Mpeni wo pampa ne appointees ni too much. Mama se kwasa na wo so hu no.
Okyeremaba ozika no mepede me bisa wo assembly maybe I want more research ahead of us.
Want to be 101.3.
Oman Mpeni zabade ebinu mo edikre woni asset. Mpacho da mun krofo na enyim wona.
Oh, appointees na bia bi no dey declare.
Obobo woni din there this particular people. Ebia kwesi so this man, this person, another these people was the one zaba into here because all baba kadama asem you know. Ogina begom okache Ghana fu nyina de senyankopon ya adom na se woto mana. Appointees bi obaye no ba mo declare one asset.
Oh yeah.
Enti no mepede mo hunde da mo nkrofo na ose na wazika na declare one asset no. Sa me segua mo ko hunde nimpe wo ya atoka, nimpe wo ya atodan wa bre NDC bad no. Na me koye complain another me kosu nimpa akono wo court a. Aba evidence a me de back. Mama be so na acha ase.
Yeah, Matthias but omo end declare kra no e na ode omo din. Omo publish omo din.
Me see here is a situation whereby omo declare no kra ye nim wo.
Okay.
What baby am feel ba no. Omo declare no ye nim wo. Secondly,
but mama say me pese ati say Oman Mpeni bia appointment akonya be 7,000 plus 7,200. Enti no ne 7,200 appointees a wa appoint to omo na appointment wa ye no emu 50 and ye de hunu say omo and declare omo asset no and we don't know the now yenye en calculating number of appointment wa ye bakakra na ye nim ne de 50 e wo mu no omo and declare omo asset. That is the agreement.
Enkafo no de wo ya
no.
You can bear witness say
no I can't bear.
Honorable let me use honorable Aruna Idris to say ono de wa ba declare ne asset. Say see ya friend say brother be ya na obetumi esi the paper say Oman Mpeni de abeto abonte say odo declare ne asset ana.
Na me to me do what that say.
Ama na ye bu no ma ya de katasu mo aso. Chese ene assembly sinese ye NDC asem a ene say ye tu amra na ye kahyem. But assembly sinese ye segu ote o ene ye MPP ni ye fa beto abonte da Ghana fo hu say MPP fo na edi bone.
Yes.
What did the American ask?
Yes, but nana ya tempim janto a we presidential staffer. Also ono no oni fi ene won talk a intino asset be no ko declare. Also ono no onika and was ansi into asset bay on almost on could declare no. But he's a presidential staffer. And if you say this, why you sort to Oman Mpuntuo?
And also Chaya code of conduct no. Is it exclude the president?
No, I Obia
president in a
oh yes.
Into our code of conduct no more say you don't have any right to accept a gift above a certain figure.
Yeah, 20,000.
Into Kana the brand I didn't know J.
Well, say what you say a brusa figure now. Say endurance wa utumi keep ni adia. But even gift ankasa one code of conduct mean to move be na e wo mu. Well, Rebecca say e be ono na point is na o shem radia mo wo mu. Dey Oman Mpuntuo.
Okyeremaba going forward no. They made to me aka che one man me cheni dialogue no. Yero ko ye nanim no.
Yeah.
Momotu ma aka che ye ne president ne dey. Omani you in you. Today ma ye ne immediate past president kind no. He shouldn't speak from one corner of his now from no from my other side no or made or make a different thing so as it the master miaba na one hour or man paying after one a jumum I point one that one brand one by a jumam now one share them a wa by no one membu ne libunu oba control to magana fully ya wa sembianka na da mon crofo no worry ya subrache wontie wa asam na Erican was asha carpet asia abaze na owodaye wonezi eyin po don yin ba bontin po bakasa mo tuetwe Ghana fo ya na so a mama kana atasa owodaye wonezi straight me ye hu nda wonye ready to render a service to the people of the nation.
Okay.
It's no say them GIF no omo ka there or kokko na na there or definitely na they are right and whatever they are saying all true. Because Oman Mpuntuo ga say ye hu na hu keka opposition because to the extent there as at now send na dum sorry ba best stop yedim energy minister on cash nchire yen galamse ya waka se wo ba bokunya wa kwa fadam jo to free the won kwa spy galamse site sura na oko iti ne se wanka se no ye panyin na appointing crofo da wo ma hye wa ase ana wo ma ye adwuma ma na them those people are not excelling, they are not doing their work well na se better na ye nhwa na oman na kodicha mpanyfo sin de panyin na ota wo ma mo fraba wi na nka no se wo kan na nka we fo a oye de ne oka ho. I don't see any seriousness in this government today. In Zama, what kind of wabaye, wash out what they share Ghana for the wabaye ministers, or you want eco education. In Zama, Jinsem war, eco energy, the man Zama Yabasa, eco lands and natural resources. Okay, I won't put the one can. Ewa, so what I expect from the president in the day, or what the Oman you. Oye diju no ozo no ni sifom na oche ni appointees ni say I'm in a Ghana for what to abamam at the end of the day when you fail to do your work I'm in a Ghana for was it brave was it bamam inti no ejuma no aza meka da yen anye go and sit down because adom no odosun entum san what the first time na buy na eka there one na no ye adwuma no wo gu en masa na da wan wo nti this around na aba no ele baba ye adwuma ma wa so Ghana fo wonani wa no o de edi da mansam na e kan no ma ye de to aba ma no edi ye adwuma because abadi no sun even though no we know there appointees no wanye ni nyina a day of late ya na ebinum po wa appoint one into the damon crofo ne ze at least by the time we buy Zoom your office no or do to me declare any assets only the nipa no kwa Zoom in your office or Ghana tax paying money salary buy 4 times and sound na so name there or member declare any assets na jisika no fokoto wo
Bahama case
for the one pose or your big mistake in zama bebre wo ho Ghana from pembre ye kase ye hia Takoradi the western region nabahwe the last December 7th election ayeto western region and this the highest votes project oye MPP aban was starting dem project na wa aka konkon hono mu nti dem sika na everybody no say be hye dem project mu na I believe there ehun baba mfaso bebre na ama economy no so wa de na wa boom Nti no anamo bi wo ho olutua mo hu ne de ne opponent ne nsaba wo kan ya ye nsama was a bebrenase but sometimes he should reason as a senior man ewa na nsama ya baka na ofa bisu nya adwuma because I believe there say enyo obi no or criticize enyo obi na say nimpa no area no ka de azwe anye ne ye na nimpa no leka o de hu no Zaulu twasa no nyim ne hye ayede ne wa achia.
Yes, mama say na enhempo say oman ye beka se ye ministers and as appointees mon forfeit mo 3 months or 4 months salary into Mahama Cares Fund. Enhempo say. And the reason why me be say ye wa ya sabia bebre oman mu mo hia enuama ne akade a.
Very good.
Wo metumi de aye adwuma ne yie. The typical example ye Tamale Teaching Hospital. Almost mu hia akade bebrebe omo kan ya abawe aba 4 months no kasa wo mo and so the minister had the balls to go there and sack the CEO we no call Confanochi Teaching Hospital and one other hospital na sia so CEO no I think say Kwalebu ye no so dey free wide off
me one code of conduct ni nyina wo mo
yes it in this case adenti ana omampani want to me one resource through your Minister of Health. Young resource all these hospitals. Now chronic diseases are and I'm swinty what's the Mahama Cares Fund at the Abbas yen donating to it, Now woman casan shena chronic diseases no yet we show more na enkon kind dance over casa would tip would be for tour ye for second at the end of the day. Obi ni bebe scan about fat about years so scan I am to you near the chronic disease.
Okyeremaba there are far difference between the NDC and MPP. Share MPP ba bemu no ye hunde ye ne vice president oba bonte beka de iko bushes na ye ni hospitals na district hospitals na ekwafo no wo bre ebiti da abota na otumeka kwani bi na wa ye de na wewu nti ye introduce bibi a wo fa no drone services amase nimpa ne hia mojampo baby manimpa no wo bia no wo botum na wa ye de na wa run services manimpa no on hwe no kwa na wa ate apo and then what did the drone service and what the pain and the fuma wa babo until Babesia Bacade was a damn drone service what the by what your pono Ghana had in Ghana from Bessia halfway. What's on the one tia, me bois? There, ye Bessiana share what should never go out what the damn drone of a babo chow picture what the gem was about to abon say. In the end, you'll be there, young Sam George. Okoja drone center one muko to drone be no or shout today oh who be that you see oh who be that and all can want some all can it them only BBA about a member this is what we want from governance okay and you be more to talk drone machines or to talk drip machines by then you na akwana where deploy na I don't know one for drip machines no corner one fences in the end is about by one drip machines in the Galamsey site or need to Galamsey Washe kwa Galamsey site. That the ayo hosama owom. Eyi nyina no Ghana fo ye ka de MPP aban ne tirimu yezen. MPP aban le boyen etirimozen ekomzeyen. Hwe abra MPP aban oye na na adoda nkwa akufo ado wodo no. Yenya omampanyin ma otena no ma light gira na 9 dra 8 good years.
Until they share video no kakra drone na Sam George ko tu bi na ni age no. We ebetu sesi afi and I call tata na miwem
national reactions
we am
reactions
we omena ko de no omena ko center no
one reactions in bra
oh they be na no amba
but time I want introduce drone service for Ghana me kai pa that then a woman organizer for NDC oba bonti there was it baba hwehwe mbesiafo wona da je o minti mo on pen na won implement them policy no the means I'm in and I know about Faso, ma won't any watch and you are the people enjoying. It's a damn Sikana Yanira John Draman, I'm the marker and this one second come here, Wabeyewa. In Yaza, what by your BBA Magana for because when the Ghana for Yampe developmental projects. Yampe Mpuntuo Juma. Moyano, my comic kinam. Nan and Wasa, woman in a brona. Mbola banche agbolema wasa we are okay
all right
enti no one man any wonder ho
there all
Ghana for me in any wonder ho. No mistake on the 7th December 2024. No me mistake in biom.
Sure.
Going forward, we should make sure that obi bela yaba to abaya zaman do mezi ya no do no. Ojo man no beko kan. Ojo man beko send bia level bia Ghana for ya na kuma be ye na oboto ni yam. Because we are not far from the other countries. I will the year. What ko na nyim na azano.
Okay.
Enwa yen your man panyin bi wa abado ase no. Kaya you fear wo go aboti mbesi ama wo so swenza ma wada abonti wo rape one azi yen de na yen bibi ma won na yen ma won training dem obaya wo ba ye adwuma afobɔ was ahwe won abusua was aboa economy no.
Okay.
Yen obi so ma aba also no dem project nyina no ehun nyi fa so yen mo ne gada dan to baby da yen fa sika no yen fa ma yen ne appointees yen appoint kwafo to the extent there regional organizers kra woye appointees wo aban na membu no mu.
Okay.
Anyway, so going forward no we shouldn't make that mistake again. Ghana the nation deserve better.
All right. Mas go me say bra no call 90 minutes past the hour 5. I'm say we are the two so many je ho pa nti safa to so bi ma me drone issue na mam se kwa go boss no eno na amana message from no zipline drone deliveries reduce maternal deaths by 56.4% in Ashanti region study. And a newly published study has highlighted the transformative impact of zipline's drone delivery system on health in Ghana, reducing maternal deaths by significant 56.4%. Intino encomodia no aya na ewura baby fufuro but anokwa MPP one more policies on the buy and do na ebua mine na we mu de senia sanitary pad nkwala ba miensa bi ne ache o makwatena ho se monji pad na sanka akwara bi kra gina ho anka man pani be che no no wa kire yen se ne ebo pad no invite no onye obi a enti no
so social intervention na me se no ne sare
pad no I'm saying what the team way now will be some be me born just 1 minute. I'm saying I must stay on just 30 seconds and do 1 minute impo. Why? Now yamre next discussion so.
Asofo for imam for mo so itina ma party no. E mo bi wo ha 8 years yanko mo bi. Enti na otia na mo sofo bi a no tima party na oja ya ye kwa yenko na na so yenko pa na cho. Yeti committee a Yera Makukwe and net down say so as a part let's say na official report they won sampa ye ko Ghana fa na
minti asemanya adwuma ye eno na wode to no obenya ya me ya hwe ya fi discussion twa to no fa nwie na afei Yama generational thinkers no so enremo 19 minutes past the hour 5 Untumi Radio 101.3 Western Diamond TV enbre Oman Mpuntuo dwumedie na eguso a yedi enkomo campaign of Trump amesegua na oha now yehwe the 2 SUVs a mampani donate ma state no from a year obia minim ni bakro and clearly yenim say a company be and as individual be or donate ya we can't tell but yen so mampani through ne spokesperson ye Rafaelis kwachi ofosu wono ejina mu adonate ka no e de ama the state entino ye ra Julius Debra our ye chief of staff when donate ka no e de man say we na obidi ababeche na leadership by example nti mampani say also donate e de ama state no but amadia ye ni abre a ye kasa won say ebiesi pen na report bi by 20 June 2016 Manasi Awini Azuri ana obetro yese omampeni John Dramani Mahama akwaje $100,000 worth of Ford expedition kao ana omampeni akwaje na krata ne ekomu to the extent say the daily statement for so a report to ye e kan ne kro mu na e de trend say bokena be no open contract na no ko be fa so benya contract no na waya akwan bi ene afesuo bi a wo bi ana wo sie dem man nti obi na tia na so say hey open contract wo John Dramani Mahama membum dia first and go and salute him. Into also ko salute o mampeni. Wo from mampeni atra ye epieno na contract no ekuta no. So I said this man who had been struggling without making any headway to win road contracts in Ghana, June 20th, 2016. Manasseh Winnie Azuri, daily statement for and also FIA. This man who had been struggling without making any headway to win road contracts in Ghana secured a GUC contract from the government, and that is the NDC government led by John Dramani Mahama, after a friend had advised him to go and salute President Mahama. What could have changed for a man to begin securing contracts after going to salute President Mahama? It is clear something must have changed hands. So, even at the first meeting, and no discerning person will ever attempt to refute any assertion that the man's motive of going to see President Mahama in the first place was to solicit favor to enable him get contract. And what the cat was say, and he, that is Jibril Kanazo, the Burkina Bay, indeed got the contract after going to salute Mr. Mahama, and subsequently decided to thank the president with a vehicle after executing that contract and getting paid for the outrageous amount he charged and collected from the poor Ghanaian tax payer. Right here. And it's Yabai. Why you? Na yese sabe. Why be a castle? Why be a twaso? Montomopa and commission defoe. I'm saying going come on.
Okyeremaba Ghana funala ye hu bida. Yenura John Dramani Mahama na membu ye hu bida. Na ye sheda na ye bunye na so gudu de no. Ye peda ye sane ye hwaze. And I am moving your boy Ghana for Kokode. Yoreba no wabotua na muko. Inti we should be very careful and we shouldn't make any mistake na yen to aba yen man. Na Ghana for san na yen no fu awefu. Ina nzama bebre a osisi ni nti no. Ye ni we free ni nyina at da manankasa kan de Ghanaians ye wa short memories no.
Sure.
Ye san ko to aba man bio. And ma ye hu nyina a kire de insisa biara mbem. Okyeremaba e kai de mehia wo that way no.
Yeah.
Me kai cho de yi dada na bibia fi biara le mbebiom. And molu kodu molu si nyina a kire de oyampa asama ye kai no. Well prove and right there.
Okay, some dog there no. Fatem what se me twa no. I now with the video be to see Jansan person so be. Enti bata mo sa ko we some dog be two. Ayi drone back on.
We no jubilate.
To the fatem wa me twa no. Obeto aso wa. Say what short memory ni ade no. Enti wo mu year communication because he is the Minister for Communication and Digitalization. GH Articles, thank you so much. Wo mu watermark na that so enti here some George. What fly drone. I won't be that. A Friday, and I feel one and nice. Yeah. Umi aso he. Yeah.
You see, and so what's in that drone?
But NPP achievement.
Then who be that?
And a mutia trust and the amount of power.
Was able to chamber for another job mean to one soup one and what year with demonstration. The same thing. Now was the year free secondary school. You know, one crampa the papa.
All right.
And this abano, mamu warning. One crampa the papa. And wasn't that some demand, some dead do, some doko what the cancer mama Ghana for so you need to me and the dead besia. Warrior. Emma, into no Amazon for them car and something one day. Yenny John Dramani Mahama, why is it? The other car no I don't know, other my state. But according to news post person kwacho for sunu interview and I'm retain a rabrino. Us in that car no from a certain company. In the was wa bagana or electrical one away one manufacture electrical cars living as no.
Okay.
It was a banana new run so share. Now on recommend one. It's in the same as contract, and so the same as contract ibia. It's no say also chanoya or your fire. Now in the come police for one cars day. Now we about ya. Hey, and then me there sana Yenura John Dramani Mahama. Oye that company no oye brand ambassador for them company no. And them car na was buy no. Be pede ye hu botai pa na nkasa mbra bonte no ma cheyen. Even though makwache for saka don no ye fa nyasam because ye pede ye hu botai a on te ye chirman krofo no was the car was buy. Nkoma was e wo car na was buy was the bra ye ni John Dramani Mahama no. One come fanche because e bi atuenda. Ye hu bi da. Dan bokin na be woni cars a was buy no so ye kan wan asama na Ghana for so MPP for worry ye bias worry ye propaganda wonja one owi echi no na wa base so Ghana ye ni sika bebre was okọ onye de bia na Ghana for ye be ye adwuma ya atu egu na Okyeremaba de mesam ye wa oba enyim ho na oka wona aye na ye zi ordinary Ghanaians what na azu market no ye ni ticket na ye tua 2 cedis 5 cedis no ona na wo bobo na wo de ye damazi meanwhile no market aye ton taze no ye ton aze no onkoye nzama nkoye won sesie ma ye ne da ewa enti no ma amemaka meda cha ye ni John Dramani Mahama ne de ka no why aze do oza state no kwa minimum one oza ma wo be use at the end of the day no it will board up to the same people one ministers na azan wo be use car no enti ne yi onka Ghana for ye no for kumala tetala asa onkayen body no inti no ombra bonten won ma chechirem botai se inti da nkrofo no was a car no was a brand no dem cars electric cars ya Ghana ha de ina ye ne former vice president oya Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia balanche there was electric cars there the was the Ghana since ala menyulu cars ya was electric car was about the test hwe na Ghana won fa bimbra na ye na light so onjina do light don tumi njia do 15 seconds simple na da electric car no ave light na ye de ba charge ewa into no amazing there is something fishy about that car today manankasa de code of conduct ne za ba bonten no ye ba sane de oye ne pepepe ombra bonten na omba de BBAZ na Ghana fu yen hu ne de oh ye ne mampanyin in fact wa sakra we nu ne ho ampa eni nsem biara o ka eche no ne ho adwuma na oye de no ore ye no na mmom no mo omba ye yen crocodile John oma ye katadu momu ado Ghana fu ya afi ye naniwa because of them free education na aban bi bai na ozbai no wa ma anya mu bebre na no adesua sisi ara wa ye cheap amayen bebe yeti bia de botum ye suaze and through digitalization na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de bai no so no we bi ye naniwa bebre nti no mo nye that this time around no odenzama bi ba hye mpaase na wa akasa bi bebre na ye gya no akọ no we will not give him that chance ye naniwa aber Ghana for nenu abre oya da abre na abe nyina no today ohie ni nti na ohie ma afebol no we want to also ye pra ye so yeziye ye nye na busuafo na azen won so woziye ye ndwuma papa ye na ye nya akatwa papa na ebisue ne ye na busua na even one na wodan ye no nyina won do nti no dem ka na oza abaneze Okyeremaba amazomore to Accra there is something fishy and ye yano the omba no be yano omba no omba cred da mensa omba cred da mensa na yere ka no omba prove yen wrong there oya no kwada da meka no nimpa na ode buy no ofi na akomam na ode bread okay because ye nim there o mampanyin woska even post o mampanyin nyi ska da oboto kala ma no wa ninua Ibrahim ama obotum atoka biala ope no obi ode ne private jet baby mo ne brother boko bia na o drive de no ko no car no ntumi nto ma ne brother
oh na say state no ewo emoluments ye de mo mampeni nti no ye tumi so ka say e show mampeni say e say mampeni bia ba ye wo car la at least who use to
abaza na o hwehwe wo mampeni no wa o tumi tam car say bia no de bro mampeni de o mampeni me de car we me de ba becho test na hwe na that means there are more to come you're testing car. There are more to come.
Okay.
Into no yesre no. Ghana for why ye bia oje. Ye ni sika no wo fanye project because sika wo Ghana ha dey. Ba Okyeremaba Ghana sika wa ha.
Okay.
Want to nzama ye na ehiafo no ordinary Ghanaians no so. Yen so ye ho hehan all the time no what we deserve the rather will go to the rich people. Now we continue suffering. We continue suffering. to remember there ebe the president na ahye the first students na we start to wa ban wo first na was ba mo no ebe mo akọ school free na aye Krokoda John people living with disability shey your boy ebe mo wa akọ free tertiary institution ono so a wa aye Krokoda John 24-hour economy then chemide na ma ready nkokola lampo anansi okola nchi do ba ma yankokwa nketenkete ma yanyen no nkokola they are nowhere to be found
very well
enwa so I believe there denti agana fo won hu ni wonum na woto aba wokoso lai woto aba was man no omo dem botanye de ne on daisy
all right
because it is getting too much. There I was de bia babadu bia no na dum so de bia babadu bia no na de menzama yo onye it doesn't speak well of him.
Ate me so go me say my phone messages me do en fan fam na afa yen fa frefo no so enremu we cannot ignore or deny the fact that President Mahama is the worst president in the contemporary Ghanaian politics from Richard Nkrofo drugstore and our D free I want so ede aba mam hwe na mente WhatsApp de no so me no bi mfimfiri wo na afei yemfa messages ni Mr. Host, I am not being tribalism, but the MMDCs appointed by John Dramani Mahama in the Ashanti region are mostly northerners. Why? This is a lesson to Ashantis in the NDC. From Paul Manso from Akim Subua. Thank you so much. Also, what's not saying, say, yeah, they are former con. Northerners, no don't super. MMDC. Okay, Ashanti region, almost almost Hi, Okyeremaba. Ghana is in intensive care unit. Things are falling apart. Dr. Baumia is the only hope for Ghana. Inshallah. Citizen Abacha, Takoradi, studio Diabani. Meshawe. I say good evening, my brother. Please, secondly, we are not getting the okay, FM no. Nyamunkwa baby. Yegusu ye ho adwuma. Yashembo na technicians no. They are tirelessly working on it, and we are assuring you people say senya maji won to be ready atomo no mo hwe ni mu enche why from Obama Kowutafo, the first 120 days of second coming of Mahama has been a total waste. Galamsey is on a rise, price of goods and services are still rising. All our institutions such as the judiciary has been destroyed. No wonder they want to sack the Chief Justice. And this near fail one year. Also, there were they abanye now. On the lines 0248 071174 0248 071174 0248 071174. Me bacha sa obaswa first and first. Ya pick on na we mute o sound no anase mute no price wa frɛ na tie wo phone no so 0248 071174. Good evening.
Okyeremaba.
Ana boy papa nyame adum hu ye pa.
Okyeremaba wife yo. Papa. Hey. Your mama yentum testament no Okyeremaba wife yo dey ya. Woni wife yo.
Brand no so. Oh say brand wutumi brand no eso.
Also,
so we look heavy.
Okyeremaba.
Yes sir.
Messi anya sabonsa mudi fusunsun sama gba ne pabban also obaka incoming national chairman wuntumi ina incoming national women organizer Katrina Abruma Feku Western Region Yasantua no oye Mr. Dr. Baumia Honorable Kobi the eye of the region na MP lawyer and Kofi Japamesa men at work Honorable Desekudo Papa oye Honorable Kujakwa former Ekuma boss me so to say na Mr. Sasa teaching ya bin good person for defense answer no brother che Messi abo preko say guam be kente don we education no o de boko aka na nso na support do mama ni ni motum you for the destroyer government officer 1 plain hand on kotom from Ghana for to bomba wo mo na mduma professor Messi da won joma 2 weeks later na professor Messi we ya wagana che ana bring na make a mijano do mama why the petrol no ba bofum into drivers no say china want to lolly fedo you will be a bad demonstration private I sent it to all the Fedo in the call. Annual. Ruban call. Getting to Echo New Market almost 3 million. And trouble in the cement. And the Marco. Cement Moluko now get to them maybe out there and then we're increasing 50%. Because Nanado, Dr. Baumiana Burdo, and a cement to 200 Ghana. Then there on a 1 theater.
Okay.
Other what you want increase in a more poor, all young people for your Western region, open a more poor and job. One now, where your party from pa, old baby, no workers at say in peace, no. And then you're not that door. Woman, I'm from Kabumian party nature.
Okay.
Now, one for when your position or party number. Why the communicators won't say young one? Mr. Young, I listen.
Mate.
My 2020, Dr. Remember Baba present.
Nice.
You bush it, yeah. Since you are party no than call you, and communication. It's one party no when your positions, when your contact man. The one by communicators no.
Let us say hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, no one can send me you a free so. Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening, boss. Pastor,
Yami out the way pa body my baby you can free.
Pastor, the film Genesis read the goal so. Origin.
Mogai my mean you.
I think Ghana Benin for no. Honestly, you rule on my when but sometimes how but you I ain't for the country and it's difficult. And there was both and the in your head of boom. Oman is in your head here.
Yes,
because me and you visa and telephone back and as a own banner with this cannot in case Oman they indeed they are debit costra. Yes, you say ban. You know, but and anything for no. And to me, your party by a pretty area and there was saying that united.
Very well.
Now you penny it doesn't make excuses for us to say that sense for you try to your money because although more bomb many more within 8 years more the bad and of us who be at the end but there no one no customer utility if there no baby or my open for the was for education yes customer anything what the mama can say and that no so bad or bad level 100 free no black price money I was here bombers of the Tinaya Sadiano. Me a store journalist. I was in no number, okay. You lose so gigantic this afternoon. You are so beautiful, but I don't know you can cry. A Jimmy can cry. You I can so open actually.
Okay.
And you can go good. Now you are doing a pet, open nature. Why, Yanko Ponka, but a person can know number.
Okay.
Mate,
Miss Medas into no Maria, a bit in common. Why, Medas say, hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello?
Good evening, Dean Baby Okasafri.
This is the institutional.
The institutional, my brother. Nice one. Okay,
Schwarzenegger, I am back, my brother.
Nice one. Any come.
I'm a fan chairman, Mrs. Barbara Tinjasi. Na Menchia Presia. Whenever I did see na coming here back, teacher under Obogoso. Michel, when they are to Presia man, Presia whenever I say, Nakopoya, don't be in class and about paper as assistant secretary, constituency secretary. And I was saying, I don't know. I'm not mom. My good brother. That code of conduct or whatever, you come to the view. They say, young come to the baby. My brother, by your way at the bottom. Don't even son and son, she would able to that. By four, or so at the bottom, by at the bottom. But what in such not bottom so too. My brother, what me now?
Oh, that be
Kabayfona Casabas in Samia. Casaba, you know, over to the Samia.
Nice one.
So, Cosimo bottom. Let's say, so called after declaration, what have you? Then come to baby. Let me know when it is there. Nakai, some of them who are through the paso, what are come up President Mahama, secret. Now, me know, you know, me know you. One of them said, I'm making for done, you know, another name. One in him, and will be a near said about 20 a while call 200 million. But I guess he had come to baby. So Oman said they say come on. This is the president here. So catch the gun of food now say. But no the oba in Tumu. What talk national depends here. No come. When was the last time what say private schools? For class of entry. When was the last time what is what can happen?
Who Accra.
When was the last time and a 24-hour economy? You're ready for Panado. You're ready for Cantiano. You're ready by Atiano. Okay. You're ready for Canado. You're ready for Canado. Then your mama can say, oh,
Matthias,
and simple Macan of Pomano. Let's see. And some of Macano. Wakopon. When I die, you can come on with that. And the pedagogy in the Monson Café.
Very well.
Maybe Janius said, who prefer Chief Justice? I think Chief Justice. Justice Bobby. One money, prisons, Ghana prisons, patients, Bobby money. One way that I take them right. No, somebody pay action. I want to welcome to the Mariano Bacapa.
Matemelas, Unia Bisway, Hello, good evening.
Hello.
What was your Enchill radio? No, I'm not TV. Why? But okay. Within the Becas of free.
Malone,
within the Becas of free, I'm in you.
Okay, maybe I'm a little bit. Nami, on show, you with my fire. Let's show the brave, the woman. Young can come with you for Isaiah 59, verse 14 and 15. Or say, I can't want to have a teaching. Nano cry idea one yet na. Nano cry a share to Jum and Contumpo, a sorry, and a idea. It did not say the first position we have to win. Ghana for you said you also. They said, and this year, no more, and you come from control the entity you no cry, you need part of some of your fun. It was the name some near cafe, a rather mother of Tabonia and patenting. Continue on the year in 2028. Nami would you say when Yamia or dear fast and Brahman will be yet in them. Aman, yes, or my Ghana, Yabba dear. Yeah, a riding count.
Riding shower, Super Papa, and Fancher. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Otieno, Mr. Oba in TV name. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Bodin Bebe Casafre.
Yes, I'm a Codan for some Casafre.
You're a recruiter.
Edma, oh, yes. Now, Yamaka shall say, NPP, Abaya, Omar Chasina, Legacy, Omar Jaga, to Ghana, Memhano, and this are bent down well between Enchill or Moda. And this are bent down well between Enchill or Moda. Because she said, what was it here? Sam Joy, on Ogu, John Willow, yes, John, and Ogu, Ogun on yet. Ogun, a choir or fossil. Is there a 24-hour economy or more? That bank, no, what to say? You call and check a 24-hour economy, a journey, will bring come and say, and fun. Takoradi and I said, Tipos, and I said, him fun. And this is bank. What will say, oh, my, some crap. You are a castle. I'm honorable Amako Fibua. Say, only a soldier for call operation. I will in Simano, 1 year day. What's in the camera will see for more. I just obey what I can say. I don't know, see for more beer, who say, or either, or but if you send what you come for. Omuna, Omubaka say, hey, honorable Mabba, under the own see from. Ani nisuna okoko si yenu una ye di we na ekum ye bobra mo ni adwuma oye ono yankopon ye adwuma
ya menka won so pa me da say. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yes sir, we need Bebe Casa free.
Also maybe ita ka meta ka diri baza
nkranza mami ntie we
so ni ya yitifema ya ana MDP bye bye o mo say o mo di please dey saba. Okay,
Intino, so be the free senior school by and I said, no, a dinner idea more, and they always see the pad about moving to my mommy pardon. Hello, good evening. Ana mo pesa mo so nimpahwe. Hello, good evening. Odi baby okasa free. Oda. Achim da bodi no. Oni awunya ready. Efo fufra ma no. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, Radio Piero.
Edinu aboni yankwada.
Yeah. John from Laura.
John Mamintio.
Yeah, asendi ha Jane papa. Yeah. Endra na NDC for Omudi Ibrahim Traore. Your campaign is here MPP for. And I consider Burkina Faso. I am in the land border between Ghana and Burkina Faso. They wouldn't say Laura border town.
Yeah.
But Shepun to Juma Abrantia no Oye. Say, and Yemen were Shep Crampua. Every man paying a chess and a trade part. Wow. What a country we are living in. You see, office do a wire friend 24-hour economy. Yes, man, Gusitano. Read. It's the taxpayers' money. A brother, office is not exist. Who say how many of Ghanaians in this form was mom? They rather sack people, they rather sack workers. You see, Dunia, the six and young Kupoya Domna MTP back to power. Perform a good present in easy. And that's it.
Mr. John Laura, I mean, Papa. Hello, good evening. Unia was so good evening.
Moses in Brappen in Pacha from the ten.
Yamia do Mamenti Mo.
Yes, this sound of Pena account on my little, the Tata Yamas, when the Tata also. Yamin Hopa. Brabeni, Moses, you are in it. Wow, anything for Anna or Mampeni, Nena by NDC for almost the same most here. Motia Dadia, the nine Bectra and the nine Ebet and Nani Bectrano, the nine Conachi, Uriana, or Wachi, Noko Riviano. Who are named Dadia and the nine Nanimicana de Obwa, Onyano. What are you? Sure. Yeah, or my union, or be after the see our say, Yama, and there was Nana Kufa, Brocato. Party a reparted.
And to Miss one reparted, no, Musu.
Yeah, reparted. Yeah, well, beyond something. Yamo, yes, Yamo, Yapa, to tell me, Mimi one Minyaka, the guy in the bar, Manoa. What I said, Manoa, the more beyond that time to call Casafiwa. You bet Yamaka one year, and that's the past. Only Yami,
I am going to say my nurse young one day. I'm to be man or fire or Mokrana. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Chamaba. Papa, my.
Yamina, to me who you pan, I say.
Miss Hui, Papa, our chairman, a Casadin Tim.
Let me tell Jammy.
You, Okyeremaba, Nami, didn't we say? Your vice president, move you finish your camera. You know, for show. Mamma, you're doing who power. It's not say, you whom I may not. The Judicial Mahama, about the Sunday Macacra. Na maamini ni hunti oye dia wope. Isan se fensema Sam George o kandefa na nado aban ho. Ene Sam George furuhu ti se ekura wusi sebe no peduni so. Sam George this doing kekena omoso na ifuru ekoye no. Fede oye. Ohuni wa NDC for. Enya dia NDC for. Obitina ye bibi papa bia dia bo man Ghana da. O pampa se be nsunka. The papa did one with me. Yen Trinina, J. Odia, let's do get a kind of answer. Say a namono, a boromocuno, or the jasso, Momu yen to try. Na a friend of Mubucha. Into what about boa, not or more cohantrino. So much buana, less or more cha, who now be nearby. I feel get a kind of answer.
Okay.
In general, time and answer to a more che. Instead, any say, Yenny, I ain't this mono. You be near baby. So, but I mean, for last two course, now me friend for Nessie. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Body baby Kasafre.
Because free Takoradi for me, Accra.
I mean,
I would say, oh yeah, upon the 40 Emma, but name of your someone Trabano. I mean, I can't my game for the Mahama. I can MMDC. Oh, yeah, not now. So, maybe also. We are gonna ever. What's it with high school? And meant to open a Bimbra. The Benya by a chapter, Mamma Minapad, maybe. On my neck. We didn't talk a poor Emerson power. My do the whole day. If any of them still got top part, I bet some school for la. Magana at home.
All right, Mate, Mefa. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. The institution.
Yeah, point of correction. I saw someone get ready.
Okay.
I buy a mestre. MPP ni baby a waje pad ni bi. Sa fa yi wa Muhammad ya konama. Obi anchen ye. Ya sister na o studio no me chia no me. Me say, "Wa baby aje pad ni bi." San fa momon man sa panko. No tell me kan yo. Wa wo ba aje pad ni bi. Ma kan san fa na de nko. Na wouldn't you so dear today? You say, my NPP never be a man who is slow.
All right.
That they are that. So, my back on the party. I rest my case.
Medasi, never friend for Nancy. Sammy from Eburi, Anna Aburi, Senamobono. Mahama and his NDC are vampires. Also, must suck blood. I want them gonna fomoja. I ain't be from Enra. Ana Asantino say to have a bio din finishing your song enum na say message by ntumi akenkan. I say belated birthday to our king or say to the second of permission one question. God bless you so much. May all your dreams come true. Wise king, no one can compare him or herself to. You are special. Nti 2 say to message onye de ba ye no eno ni. We also say if God says yes, who can say no? No one can say no. We say what's happening being so ebiati akemwa. All right. Text messages me no ha me no fem free wo. Na yemfa ende yankomo boni na emfa ensi. Mahama is not dodo at all in life. He cannot provide security in everything. Jimmy every tardy and ode aba. We so say me friend no wise you me frau e wo number no so. You guys are, I think, okay. Mate, ne watchra baby ana ye. What was on a type ye? Na man kaina sabi ujimi ya de di wo wutiri mu no. Wo se message on ba ne sem hunu message. Nsem phone na wotwre ye ntia man kasa ba ko se friend kodwedu. Se kofie du nso a. Me shada na man kan message na ko hu ye mpese maba odin kra but all the same. Number say me kire say mkwasi message na ayi hu bi pa but ya ne yenka ho asem mama se gwa me anwie
Okyeremaba yeriwie na yero soro no ma meka meza che Ghanafo na especially yen MPP fo ne de sisiara no yegudo ayerisua yen lesson ankasa going forward no meswe obi bia ma bibia mbrefom yema yen akoma mbrefom na yen start na yen ka yen humbom na yen ye adwumazan yenje yen nando yenye adwumazan osanda Ghanafo wakoto santen to aba wazema John Dramani Mahama in fact when wo ho ameze market and minyim orokodo enti no mintum mbata de na mintum funtum mfongu obia nanwa ya pada Ghana konkan ya hyehyɛ Ghana ye na ordinary Ghanaian so wanya amembu bia no ho mfaso nye de president baba batsa no onye na ebusua onye na adofo ne yankofo awonkote wa che Ghana sika wezi na ordinary Ghanaian na otua tax no onye na ebusuafo ebuada free education ba wanye ye mpo a sa wa amon wezi ban menzi mpo a wo ba no otumi tua do konanim a obotum na wenye adwuma papa na waye mebusua na enye biezi na sanitary pad ya waza ba ya meyinfu nyina awalo bon na sanitary pad yente na abakosam da de meyinfu yinala wabo sanitary pad onyaza obobo Ghana magana akwankan nti wo mayembu ye nanwuma na yenka ye ne hombom na oya danala 2028 just around the corner.
Thank you so much. To God be the glory. This is the end of our story. Evelyn Akwa mama say go ask campaign of feature and my body to us here. I honor in Bremenino Edisha is a communications team member for the NPP in the Takoradi constituency. Thank you so much. In the Enumbre MCR. Omombo Humadi Association Eko TV no so no. Same ehwe camera no so Ogazi etachiri wase aye money this one chinchim camera no so Akofi akwakwada. Na yaro so na was yen kama pa ba TV no so a wo hwe yen na social media no so hunu say yen stories bia edi eye atirantwie o social media no so a na Kenneth and our dear Equaye, the executive producer, Berema Banana Credo Abupra, Yadasi Pa Boss, good evening, and Skelly from Paul Manson, Abana Sawa, Ameniampo, and the entire production team, you know, they've been awesome, Emma and Oman Mpuntuo Wednesday's edition, midweek's edition, no, Yadina Edia Benewe year on Wound to Meet Radio 101.3 Western Diamond TV. Many I know was so more ghosts, no, Walama, Frestino Lino, right after year, no man of friend, one me repeat. Now our friend between wedding commander the hobby house you to me I can was a CP Melinda Okyeremaba AS Enchill the radio PRO the Americans say holy is the name of the grand and the master architect of the universe and when they ask the man ja itabi ajagra rabasaka abinzi abaziaba urko I'm out of here. Good evening.